Our story is set in a world where Earth has become a hazardous place to live and breathe on. Extreme climate change has made it dangerous to even set foot outside. All living organisms are fighting to survive on this dying planet, but there is still hope left. In Eden Homecoming, you and a team set out to create an island that would float high above the ground. The island is filled with the last surviving plants and animals, escaping the toxic air and storms that ravage the land. However, when the island was just about to launch, a raging storm appeared, wrecking essential machinery and swiping the entire team away except you. While the island managed to reach the sky safely, you stepped outside only to see everything in tatters. And so, as the last of a dying species, you begin your adventure in this thrilling science fiction fantasy game. Through this game, we hope to bring awareness to climate change and the consequences it may bring. We also hope to show that through your own little efforts, you may bring about changes for the better of everyone. The goal of this project is to show the consequences of global warming and pollution caused by humans and how humans can then work to make a difference in saving Earth. The player will need to direct and complete various environmental tasks to progress through the game that also serve to teach them ways to improve our environment. In the end, when the plants are fully grown, the players see numerous other floating islands, which are all working together to bring the plants back to Earth in order to purify the pollution. Through this narrative, we are trying to evoke the player's empathy and decency towards living creatures and plants. We hope to make the player understand that although it takes time to nurture our environment, it's never too late to take action. The end cutscene also shows that the player is not alone in the quest to save the planet. We wanted the user to feel like their actions matter and that they are contributing to saving the world. The desired user experience would incite curiosity and playfulness in the player by mechanics introduced early in the experience. We would then expect the user to be more aware of the environment and understand that every little contribution helps. They should feel as if the game required their own problem-solving skills to complete tasks. They should also feel if they immediately use the tools in the game to the point that navigation and actions are easy to grasp. For example, if they squeeze the trigger, their hand would spray water or a visually interesting energy beam. This should be intuitive for players and should create a question in their minds as to what they can use this tool for after they have finished playing around with it. This is how we imagine our physical setup to be. From the exterior, users would see a small hut designed to look similar to the 3D hut in game. We would build this by draping a large thatched cloth over the tall stands provided by SFU, creating a small enclosed tent space. Then, the round top of the hut, made of cardboard and paint, would be placed on top, balancing between 3 to 4 stands. Within the makeshift hut, there would be a small monitor, a capsule, and a small plant on the top of the table. The monitor is where the user watches the beginning video pre-VR and the ending video post-VR. The purpose of the capsule and plant is to get the user immersed into the game world. The user is supposed to watch the pre-VR video and is told to place the plant in the capsule. The plant and capsule would ideally have 5 trackers within them so that they could be tracked real-time within VR. This would make the players feel present within the game world and that the physical room they are standing in is the same room in-game. For enhanced stimulation, as the user is high in the sky, there will be a fan inside to stimulate wind. We made sure all the tasks that the user will need to do revolve around the environment. For example, before the user fixes the ozone tower, they will see animals lying on the ground suffering because of the broken ozone layer. This would hopefully make the users feel empathetic and a sense of urgency and worry towards the animals. Once the user fixes the ozone tower, the animals will become lively and the user can interact with them further to increase infection with the animals. The same idea applies to the shriveled up plants. They grow, sparkle, and dance, giving them personality which gives the user satisfaction and joy for watering them. During the end scene, the user will be able to see the island's environment fully grown back to its environmental state. The user will see the results of their actions and that their contribution matters. Our project will support presence and immersion through interactive environment elements in which the player can, for example, complete the task of pulling, picking up, and placing objects in the environment. Presence is induced by animating creatures and plants within the environment, both with and without player interaction. In regards to presence-based immersion, we have fictional animals in the virtual world that respond to the player's touch with a heart emote. The dancing plants also contribute towards presence through the player interaction and response. Our game will mainly focus on challenge-based immersion, in which the player complete tasks that will help teach the player sustainable practices and help improve the desolate state of Earth. Players will be faced with puzzles, or rather the collection of ozone power pipes, to continue through the narrative. This puzzle consists of multiple steps. Some of those steps need to be completed before others can be unlocked. The combined affordances of the object should, logically, be consistent with the final product. In this way, players could try to imagine what objects might work together and achieve the effect they want when solving the puzzle.